Hi Tal, it's Jordaline from Jordaline Reads, as I'm sure you know. This is your quarterly book recommendation video. I hope you enjoy these recommendations. I hope I do you well in them. Let's get started. Let's begin with a more seasonal book. I have Dead of Winter by Kealan Patrick Burke. Now, I'm not sure if where you live you have snow, but if you want to get in like the winter spirit in the next few months, I recommend picking this up because it's very atmospheric and very cold. In particular, I really fuck with Snowmen, Visitation Rites, Home, The Quiet, and They Know. I like almost every story in this book. There was like, I think 2 of them that I just didn't fuck with, but the other ones are super good. Also, it was so calming almost to read them during winter time. It would be like nighttime. I would have like fairy lights and shit, and I'd have like cocoa, and I would have some like winter music playing. It was very calming and relaxing. And it's a very short book. Some of the stories are legit fucking frightening. There's one of them that still sticks in my head and it just fucks me up. I also want to recommend to you Night Film by Marisha Pessl. Now this book is one of my favorite thriller mysteries just of all time. I know you said that you like some psychological thriller type shit. This is that. This is about a dude who's a journalist, but he's been sort of blacklisted. People don't really trust him anymore after one specific incident. And there's this filmmaker named Cordova. Cordova has made really cult classic horror movies. And the book starts basically when Cordova's daughter seems to have killed herself. Our main character, the journalist, doesn't believe that his daughter killed herself. He thinks Cordova had something to do with it and maybe might have even murdered his own child. It's very fast-paced. It's very addictive almost. And I'm not going to say that the character development is like the best thing I've ever seen, but the plot itself, how much work and detail is put into Cordova, just leaps off the page. I think it would be perfect for like fall, for winter, because it's a very, like I said, with Dead of Winter, it's a very like cold book, if you know what I mean. Now you said that you liked some fucked up shit, and girl, I have got you covered. I have to recommend to you Abed. I forget the author, but I'll put a photo. This is a very short story about a woman who has survived through the like zombie apocalypse, basically. She lives with her mother-in-law. That's all I really want to say, is that it's the zombie apocalypse and that she lives with her mother-in-law. And anything other than that, you're gonna have to find out for yourself, because this shit is fucked up. I read it this month and felt so fucking grossed out, so disgusted, like I hate it. I hate it, but I love it so much. I think because you also are interested in, you know, want to see some fucked up shit, you're gonna love it as well. I think. I hope. I also have to mention to you Thornhill by Pam Smee. This is a middle grade novel about a girl who moves to a new town, into a new building, to a new house with her father. And the story goes between her and photos or illustrations, and then it also goes between a diary written by a girl in the 1980s. Somehow their stories connect, and all I can say is that the end of this book fucked me up. The whole thing kind of fucked me up. It's very visceral, and it's a bit strange because it feels like it's not meant for just children. It feels like it could be for anyone. It's honestly like a super easy book to read as well. And it's super creepy. We love a creepy, ghosty orphanage type moment, you know? I also want to recommend to you, Tal, Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. This is a psychological thriller. It's very disturbing though, and it's one of my favorite thrillers, to be honest. Sharp Objects is about a woman named Camille, or Camilla. Camilla is a journalist, and she works for this paper, and her boss comes to her one day and is like, there's all of these murders happening in your hometown. It seems like it's a serial killer. I need you to go back to your hometown and do like some investigative shit to like write a story. And she's like, no, I don't really want to. Me and my mom and my family, we don't really get along. It's not for me. And then her boss is like, well, you're going. She goes back to her hometown and shit is crazy. This is one of the most disturbing, weird, spiraling books I've ever read. It's so atmospheric and things build up so slowly that you don't even notice it. And then all of a sudden you're in the middle of this fucking scene where it's just absolute madness. Because you like disturbing shit. You like some fucked up shit. This is some fucked up shit. And also includes some creepy kids. Because the people who are being murdered in her town are young girls, and they're being strangled, and their teeth are being pulled out of their mouths. It's so good. You're gonna love it, Tal. You're gonna love it. I also have to recommend to you The Amulet by Michael McDowell. Now, I talk about this person all the time. You have to know. The Amulet is my favorite Michael McDowell book, so I couldn't not recommend it to you because you like gory shit, because you like some fucked up shit, and this is quintessential like body horror, 80s camp type shit. This is about a young woman whose mother-in-law unleashes this piece of jewelry called the amulet onto her town. But when somebody wears the amulet, they become full of rage and homicidal. So they start killing everyone, and then eventually they kill themselves as well. In my eye, Michael McDowell can do very little wrong. And with this book, he did very little wrong. It's so good. If you like body horror, if you like body gore, this is it, dude. This is it. Plus, the characters are so lifelike and so compelling that you can't help but like just care about them. Even the ones that only show up for a limited time, you care about them so fucking much. I can't say enough good things. I can't say enough good things. The last book I'm going to recommend, Tal, is Slimer by Harry Adam Knight. I read this recently, you might have seen, and I really fucked with it. And I thought you would also really like it. We have very similar tastes, so I'm not surprised. This is about a group of people who were stranded on the ocean. It's been days. They've been stranded. They're terrified they're all gonna die. When they see this like oil rig, and they're like, thank fucking God, we're saved. We're finally saved. They go onto this oil rig, and it's completely abandoned. There seems to be no one around, except there might be some kind of slime monster just waiting to just gobble them up. This is a fairly short book, but it packs a punch. It's one of those books that kind of stays with you a little bit because the characters are so like memorable, and it's also very strange. It's very strange, very weird, very not gory, but fucked up. Certainly fucked up. One of the death scenes is like really weird and like almost like not okay, but also like I'll read anything, so it's kind of fucked up. So I thought it was perfect for you. Those are all of the books I have for you this quarter. Tal, thank you so much for being a patron. Thank you so much for your support, all of your messages, all of your comments. They mean so much to me, and I'm really thankful for basically just being amazing. I'm very thankful, and I hope this video helps to show how much I appreciate your patronage and your support, because it means literally so much to me. Thank you. I will see you later. Bye!